I am sure sports. You know me there, from coast to coast representing. I mean, I say this is Writers representing for Omar. You don't know, come get the sports over here from near and far. Boy, 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 boy. Me say I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. If me not sure, that me not say it. Know who score, that me not say it. Never know no game play, that me not say it. If me never see no game, me not know who play. For your sports news, better come over here so. For your soccer news, then come over here so. If you don't love sports, still come over here so. For the day done, you a go love over here so.
So when it comes on to behavior concerning football, Jamaica is decent. I am sure that if we can get all of these things done, set in place by the end of April, it gives us enough time before the World Cup campaign. Not afraid of no Brazil, no Argentina with these crapper players. We are good enough. Remember to like, subscribe, share. Listen, comment, let me know what your thoughts are.
Jamaican herbs and spices add delicious, bold flavor to your next grilling experience. Flavoring sauce, a marinade, basting, condiment, or topping. Trick Nick Jerk Barbecue Sauce.
Marinade gives your meats and vegetables authentic Jamaican jerk flavor. The spices are directly from Jamaica. Spices like jerk seasoning, allspice, Scotch bonnet pepper, fresh scallions, thyme, ginger, and garlic. The key ingredients to a great jerk marinade. 0% sugar and low in sodium. You want to try it?
Greetings and welcome to I Am Sure Sports. It's another one and it's a Sunday afternoon, the first Sunday in the year 2022. It is also the 2nd of January. So welcome to I Am Sure Sports. I'm your host, Management. I'm having on my blue colors, always representing the first blue, the 1738 blue of Manning's School. Not high, not college, just the Manning School. You're unique that way. And today we have a very, very big one planned for you. It's always so inspirational on Sundays because the creators always have it that most of our interviews on Sundays, we end up interviewing persons involved in football who are believers. And we have a believer who was a part of the 1998 Reggae Boys campaign who is going to be joining us this afternoon to share his journey and to tell his story. It's going to be very intriguing. It's going to be fascinating, but we just want to get over a couple of preliminary things, elementary things before we get into that. First, let me welcome you to the platform. If this is your first time, we want you to subscribe to the platform, like the videos and share. Go and watch the content that we have provided before. If you're a regular viewer to the platform, thank you for all your love and support throughout 2021. This is our first interview for 2022 and it is a big deal. The first one is going to be a good one. I have a big intro that I've been working on for this guest, so you're going to hear that one, and I know when I do the introduction he's going to counter that, right? So be engaged in the conversation. Again, thank you. A big thank you to our sponsors who continue an extension. And so we are very grateful for that. Tricknick. Tricknick is a Jamaican owned and operated company in Canada, and they use authentic Jamaican herbs and spices to make all their products. They're offering 25% discount on everything that they sell, and also giving you a free recipe book that they released on the 7th of December. All you have to do is shop at www.tricknick.ca and use the code I Am Sure Sports 001. My word of inspiration for you is let your light so shine before men that they will see your good works and glorify your Father in heaven. Let 2022 be a year when you shine and don't take the glory. Give the glory to the Most High God. So live your light in such a way that you'll be a light to many and point people in the right direction. Listen, as a person, you're like a billboard and you are directing people in life, right? And they're going to follow your billboard and go somewhere. Ask yourself this question: where do I want people to go? And live your life in such a way that if they follow you, they will go that place. All right. Again, thank you for joining. And today we have with us Donald Fowlie Stewart. You don't know when we say Fowlie, you know their money on a moly. Their money ever beard and fresh. You understand? Hey, when I get them more the intro, you understand me? Because maybe at the end of this I'm going to have to take him on a gospel clash with some music. You understand me? Just like they used to do in the 98 camp when he used to clash some little younger artists and beat them. Maybe I get a chance to school him because you don't know. I mean, rule the DJ school. Mr. Stewart. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Evelyn, how you doing, Sir Manion?
I am doing good enough. I getting a feedback. I don't know if you have something else playing in the background, like you have the video playing. Are you listening to it or something?
No, it's the music within the community. People just playing music, so it echoes with a close by.
All right, yeah, man. But I'm doing good. So good to have you. Welcome to the show. Finally, you are here.
Yo, Short Sports! For sure, it's Donald Stewart. Yellow cross.
Hey, you still have a dub for me, now. I know you don't build a dub yet, bro. You still have a dub for me, You need to
I'll
work
probably,
on that.
but those I get the request to me, Jenna.
Really? Remember you and I talked from a long time, You said that. Yeah, man. We're gonna work on it, cause we ain't easy. we're, we're keeping it busy and we're keeping it sleazy. Ha.
Say
But
no
yeah,
more,
man.
somebody.
Yeah, man. But hope you had a wonderful day today. Hope you enjoyed the first service that you attended in 2022.
Yeah, man, it was good. It was more at home, a devotion at home. Yeah, my son. So,
Okay.
and praise and worship and prayer, read the Bible.
Nice. And also, I want to say also congratulations to you as well on your with the JC team. You understand me? I know your JC team, they're into Flow Cup and they're in the semifinals of the Manning Cup. So, congratulations. I know you work closely with the program there and thing. And all the best for the rest of the schoolboy football season. And I know you're also in the heights of your preparation for the JPL season up at Harborview. You wear many hats, man.
Say no more. Think of my made big.
All right. So yeah, all right, I'm getting the feedback again. I'm gonna see if I can work with this. But to talk to me, I mean, let me know. I mean, when did you go back to your earliest days? Like, when did football start for you? Where did you start playing? Just give us the journey. Where did you start out from probably your youngest age all the way up to your high school, and then we will just share with us the journey, clubs that you played for, school you attended, position that you played, and all of that.
Well, my journey in football it start at age about 7. Um, I moved to Seaview in about 1980, somewhere there. At the time, the school, the primary school, it was built, but it never window up, the wall facet never inside of it. So it gave us an opportunity to be there all day, play football. Um, some of the contribution from my development it come from my sister Paulette. She used to play netball, so um, when she play netball and the ball the puncher, she would have given me the ball, and from there, I have it to practice all of the skills, play ball with my friends. Um, I used to attend St. Jude's Primary, 1 Norwich Avenue, somewhere off the Waltham. At primary school, I probably play probably 2 games under coach Riley. From there, I moved to a pass for Jamaica College in my common entrance at 6th grade. I went to JC in 1987. At that time, I didn't play any football at school. My football started at JC 1990. I played Coles. Then 1991, I played Coles Manning Cup. I also played for Seaview Gardens in minor league, President Cup. So first we were at President Cup, then we play minor league. Minor league is like one notch up, just like Major League, Premier League. Journey was pretty much excited, fun, build relationships, um, friendship return to our family, so it was good. Then my time now at JC, it was with Coach Bradley Stewart.
Oh.
Coach Bradley and Mr. Patrick Virtue. Mr. Virtue is a coach me at the coach level and Bradley at the Manning Cup level.
Okay, so 89 you went to JC, right?
No, 87.
87, but you didn't play any football until third form.
Yeah.
Or any particular reason why you weren't good?
No, it wasn't that. I was
Or the team
more.
was too good?
No, me never. To be honest, at the time, like ball wasn't that type of interest. It was more, giving trouble, making try to settle in the school and you know. Um, in 1998 when I went out for training, Gilbert late and we never push it, just leave it alone. But here comes 1990 came in and a friend of mine um, encouraged me by saying, they can play for JC, and that is where I went out and I met the team.
Okay, so the first year you played Pepsi, you played Coles. Coles, which is under 16.
Yeah.
Under 16. And you also played Manning Cup.
Yeah, I played Manning Cup 1991. 1990, I didn't play in the Manning Cup. Only Coles.
Only Coles. I mean, how good was your Coles team and how far did your Coles team go in 1990?
1990, we never go anywhere that far. 1991 is where we went to the finals and we lost to Olmans 2-1.
That's what? Coles again?
Yeah. So 1991, I was playing Coles and Manning Cup together.
Okay. And what position were you playing in the early part of your career?
I started for Coles team, I was playing centre back, and in the Manning Cup, I was playing right back. After 2 games in the Manning Cup, Coach Bradley removed me from right back and put me at centre back.
Okay, so in 1991 you lost Coles to Woolmer. You went to the final and you lost to Woolmer's 2-1. All right. Who were some of the players on your Coles team?
Andre Virtue, Carlando Francis, Gregory Aguilar, the fellows, JD and Rowan, Roland Newton, Cretan Douglas, Andel Daly, Robert Jones, Tyson. Who again?
You're good, man. You're good, man. Most persons who have interviewed don't remember so many names. So you're doing well. You remember the Woolman's team that beat you? How good were they? And who did you have to probably go up against? Who caused your problems in that 1991 Colts finals?
They have a player named Rice. I couldn't remember much of them really. Puppy Dog was one of them.
Oh, Carlton Clark. Clark.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right, so that's 1990. So all right, so Moswin Maxwell says, "Follow my old high school brethren, pure bounty killer. He used to sing at school."
Cross.
And then Chris Wayne says that 1991 Ulmer school team would have had many of the Manning Cup winning team in 1994.
Yeah, the transition them have that was good.
Right. So you are a team that went to the finals of the Manning Cup of the Poles in 1991 against
Yeah,
Wolmer's. And you
yeah,
were playing, and that was your first season of Manning Cup, 1991.
yeah,
Were you a regular starter in the JC team that
yeah. I
first season?
was the first two games I play. The first opening game was against St. George's College at Sabina Park.
Yeah.
We lost that game 1-0. I think it's Mario what was the scorer. Ali Rose and company were on that team.
Okay.
Spencer and you know. Then we played Tivoli. We lost to Tivoli, and then we play Camperdown.
Who was on the Tivoli team that you remember?
Uh, I can't
Steve
recall
Green?
that much. Steve Green, yeah, possible, yeah.
O-
Yeah, I think Steve Green was a part of that team.
Okay. So Georges beat you, Tivoli beat you.
Yeah. Then we draw our third and our fourth game. I think our fourth game was Camperdown. We play at Sabina Park. It was a nil-all game. Then our fifth game, it would be Stats, St. Andrew Technical High School. Um, the first two games I started, the second two I was out. The fifth game, no, Bradley recognized that I was playing centre back for the Colts team, and the Colts team was not conceding. We were winning also. So remove me from centre back, remove the centre back, which would be the captain Freddie or Fredo, put him at central midfield and put me to play centre back.
Okay. Okay.
And
Okay.
from there we went all the way to the playoff where we lose again.
Who
So
knocked
we
you
go
out?
like we went into the second round, we play against Dunoon, Georges, um what next school it was, I can't recall the next school. Um Georges I think beat us 3-2.
Okay, so
That kind
Georges
of
beat you in the and then in the playoff they also beat you.
yeah, they also beat us in the playoff and in the regular run, yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. So at this time it was really you were playing just one leg because you said the game was played at Sabina Park. That means you never had a
No,
home games. Are you played
no,
home
it
and away?
wasn't home. No, it wasn't home games. It was two zone, 10 team to each zone,
Okay.
and
Okay.
the top four from each zone
Qualify for
move
the
on.
playoff.
Yeah,
Okay. All right. So that's 1991. You went to the final, of course. First year of Manning Cup, you went to the playoffs, you got knocked out. So now you're in fifth form now in 1992.
we team didn't went anywhere. I don't think we went make it to the second round.
In the,
We'd have to beat KT Kingston Technical
yeah,
to 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 progress to the second round, but we got beaten from KT with Kevin Lamy and
O'Neill
O'Neill
McDonald.
Chippy McDonald and yeah, that group.
Okay, boy, you must have been, but you must have been a very good defender. Come under some pressure because some of those forwards, Ali Rose, O'Neill, McDonald. I mean, I hear some of those names. Those are some of the Kevin Lamy. Those are some of the schoolboy football doing that era that were scoring. I mean, goals
Mm-hmm.
for fun in different leagues. You remember who won in 1991?
Arden High School and beat Tivoli at the finals.
Oh, okay. Somebody saying that a Tivoli team had Claudia Massop Jr. on it.
Yeah, and Pepe, I think. But
Pep
Arden have
Pepe was on the Tivoli team.
I think so. I
Oh,
think so. I'm not sure. I think so.
okay, okay,
But Arden was with Teru Prendergast and those players.
okay. Somebody's here saying that George's had JC number back in those days.
Yeah, you know, say it got to a point where them beat us 91, 92, 93. We are them buck again. Them beat were like leading from 91 to 93. Them beat us like 5 times. I would made the sixth game we play against them during those years. We beat them the last game in the playoff 2-1 at the National Stadium.
Yeah. All right. So people dropping in names. Aldi and Blacker Bailey from Reno said, "Bless up Fowlie."
Yeah, man, I'm a teammate, man. Me and him play on a 23 together.
Right, we still get to that, and then Fowlie, remember the boat, the little van that used to pick up you guys up from 3 miles.
The boat.
Yeah,
Um,
the little van.
yeah, it's
Yeah. But somebody say yes, Pepe was on that team, and the Arden team had the Prendy. And
yeah,
somebody
man.
said the Tivoli team also had Craig Stewart.
Yeah, man. Craig Stewart play. I think that year too as well.
Right. And then O'Neill Riley also played for that Arden team.
Yeah.
And then they're saying that Andy Williams and Ali Rose gave you a whole heap of problems.
Yes, I. The
Look at
game
shot.
that we play. The
Look at
game we
shot.
played The game we
Shot.
played 1991, and we were up like I think we were up. They scored first, and we scored 2 goals from Ricardo McGilchrist. Ricardo McGilchrist scored a beautiful goal to give us a 2-1 lead with him shoulder for the best goal I've ever scored in my life.
He scored him shoulder. That is the best goal.
Just all execute. That's
Yeah.
why I said the best goal. Him use him shoulder and lick it past Robbie from top of the 18. It's not him head,
Okay.
him just say come cross and use him shoulder and slap it, man. Come like it's a volley shot. Robbie Davis see it. Then Andy came on about 29 second half, about 30 minutes left in the half, with the assist and the winner.
Andy Williams
Yeah, man.
came on and come kill your team.
I tell you, boy.
You're probably listening right now and laughing at you, you know.
Nah, man, that's at the least, but, we get back some farmer, we get a little chance to
All right,
step
so
up
let's go.
and
Let's get through the years and see. All right. So during this time you're at JC, that's primarily where you played. You weren't playing for any community. You weren't playing for Seaview at this time. It's your school.
yeah, man, we play for Seaview too, man. So at Seaview, well, I'm a player, as I tell you, we play at the time it was City League, Sid Bartlett. So after minor league and so forth, I play centre back for Seaview minor league team. But when City League I play central midfield.
Oh.
So I play with the bigger man them. I play central midfield. I play with my age group. I play centre back.
And who were some of the teams that you'd play in that City League?
I play against like Sandy Park, New Haven, Tivoli, Duane Park.
That was to play to qualify to go to Major League, and then from Major League to Premier League.
Yeah.
Okay.
But at the time we were stuck at Sid Bartlett. Then I move on to Real Mona. But before I get to that, when I was JC, I get an opportunity to play for Jamaica senior team. So when I went away, I came back, ended up sick enough to be in the hospital, sideline for a couple months.
You have to tell us. So while you're in high school at JC, you
Yeah,
said you got called to the
in 1993. When that was my breakout year, where the paper have me and be a sitting and be a things, So at that during that time, we went to the Walker Cup finals with Georges again, and Georges beat us on penalty kicks.
Yeah. Somebody just put that in that he said Fowlie Marlon Nash missed the penalty in the final of the Walker Cup. He says rest in peace.
I know him alone. Actually, the whole Andre Virtual alone score. Everybody.
So you missed too?
No, I was the closer. I didn't get a chance to kick. So I always say me a big act. So me a the big act. So me I forgot last. We close the show. So I didn't get a chance to kick. But Carnegie and Marlon Nash and um, Andre Virtue, and Arvin Mullins. Those were the kickers, and myself, but I didn't get a chance to kick.
Okay, all right. So I know you were sharing with us a story that you got is it in 1993. This was your breakout year. You're in upper six now. This is the final year at JC.
No, I didn't go sixth form. I was upper fifth. Cross.
So you repeated fifth one, right? But them they the upper fifth. What kind of thing that you can't you listen? Don't look at the show that you gonna make me laugh and well this is
Yo, so stay firm, man. We're not drift, man. Upper fifth.
all right. So you were in upper fifth, 1993, and you got called to the national team.
Yeah, we were playing also at the time. We were playing juvenile under 20, coached by Mr. Peters, and
Mr.
uh,
Peters.
yeah, and Arden coach. I don't remember Mr. Tuko or something like Mr. Tuko, Coach Tuko. So Coach Tuko and Mr. Peters were
That's the
under
Jamaica under
20.
20 team.
Yeah.
Okay. Who
So
are some of the other players in that under 20 team? If you
myself,
can remember.
myself, Andre Virtue, Steve Green, Claude Hunt, um, um, Rowan Esberry, some rural people to Dirks, uh, Andy Williams, Gregor Simon, um, Trevor Spencer, who again? Moo Young, Kevin Moo Young.
Okay. Yeah, so you're in the under 20 team, and then talk about how you got called up. And then Boris Johnson,
Boris
bless him.
Johnson were a member of the under 23.
Yeah, but
So
him
under
just
23, Boris Johnson was a member of the under 23 at the time. Nandi Lowe, Nathaniel Barnes, um,
Andy and Bailey, like you said.
Elsa, yeah, Elsa Scott, um, Fabian Davis, Gregor Messam, Leroy, Lego Smith.
Yeah, I think Mesa
Uh,
was telling about that under 20 stream that went away and should have really.
yeah, Ed Lemire. Then after
Yeah.
a couple years after when no, I joined that group.
Okay, so they were actually in it before you because you were in the under 20.
Yeah, later years
Okay,
after I joined that group.
you joined that group. So how then did you leap past all of those under 23 players to get called to the national team while you were in the under 20? Because I really want to hear that story.
As I tell you, we are dominate the thing, man. So as I tell you, we are play the Manning Cup, GSC now can't see no goal, and name ring a bell. During that time, we play all Manning with some foreigners. We invite teams from Italy and a team from Brazil, which come under the name Flamingo,
Yeah.
where we play all day and all Manning. It was a 14 tournament. During that tournament, I get me and Andy Williams were asked to join the 1994 Brazil World Cup team, but it never manifested. It just up in the paper, but we never leave the island. We were standstill.
Oh. What do you
During
mean
that
to join
time,
it? What do you mean to join the 1994 Brazil team?
joined their World Cup training, come to go to
Okay.
Brazil.
Oh.
So it never really manifested. It just stay there, so
Oh.
move. So
Oh.
during that time, Wendell Downswell, Coach Wendell Downswell, invite me and him invite five under 20, five under 23, with some seniors to go to Houston to play against Colorado Foxes. So that
Okay.
was my invitation to
The
the
national
national
team.
senior team at the time.
Okay. So
So
you
from
went to play
from there,
Colorado Foxes.
yeah, we
That's
get
when
six love, man.
Walter Boyle was there.
Walter Boy score a double easily.
Oh, people, yesterday was the Pearl's birthday. So
Yeah, man.
happy
Up
belated
top.
birthday, Pearl. 50th birthday. Bless up. All right. Yesterday was his birthday, people. All right. So So you played Colorado in high altitude.
And I'll do the school and nice little experience as a little juvenile. Me, Andre Virtue, and this youth name. I forget the dog name, man. Well, this youth from Andrew. From him used to attend camping and leave from camping and transfer to KC.
Oh, somebody will remind you of the name. So the champion
Andre
baller
Henry, that's all.
who left champion and went to KC
KC, Kingston
College.
College. hmm And then you have 5 under 23 that joined. I think Fabian Davis was one of them, and Alden Bailey and a couple more players. And then you have the senior, which consists of Anglin and Donald Hewitt and Easton Douglas, those players.
No man, Eastern Fuma Simit, not Eastern Douglas man.
Easton, yeah, MP mix them up. Thank you. Thanks for the correction. That is it. Those players were there, so
Okay.
it
So you
was a
said
nice
when
experience.
the Ricardo Badger is saying that name was Andrew Henry.
Yeah, Andre Henry was. Yeah, correct. Yeah, thanks, Badger.
Yeah, and somebody was saying that Esberry was one of the other players who was in that under
I'm
23.
Glenmore.
Glenn Muir, right.
Yeah, man. And came back to do my exam now and end up in the hospital.
Exam. This is when you're in a upper
Fifth
fifth.
Yeah.
Upper fifth. You came back to the
So
exam.
yeah, CXC, and it never worked out because that Tuesday morning when I go by the school for the day exam, start to vomit and be something. So Mr. Virtue, at the time I went by Mr. Virtue for overnight based on the school there nearby Mr. Virtue home.
Yeah.
And it's much easier for me to get there from his home. So I end up having to go to the university hospital.
Yeah.
Then I was admitted and went through surgery.
Whoa. So you didn't get to do any CXCs?
No.
Whoa.
At that time I didn't get to do any CX.
Whoa. And so how long were you, how much did this set you back for, and how long were you out for because of being in the hospital?
Well,
Is it something you can disclose, like what really happened to you while you were?
It was abdominal obstruction.
Whoa.
So them removed some of my lower intestine and stitched me up back, and I spent like 9 days on the in ICU on the life machine. Machine helped me breathe during those times.
That's what Jamaican call appendix rupture. That's what them call it.
No, it wasn't appendix. They removed my appendix at the same time. This was like my tripe itself, like it get twisted or something.
Whoa. So during this, did you think like your football career is going to be over?
No, I was still optimistic, man. I believe man, and Mama Rose was always a prior warrior. At the time now, my recovery stage, here come Rennie Simoes, and me was just eager for make Simoes see me or, get a chance to get back in the national colours to play.
Okay.
So I exit the hospital. I get discharged from the hospital on the 10th of June. That was the day of the start of the 1994 World Cup.
Yeah. So the start of the World Cup, you're admitted in hospital.
I know I get released. I was out.
Release. All right.
So I was admitted in the hospital from May 17th to June 10th.
Yeah. The doctor is saying that it is appendicitis, and that you likely had interception in brain drain. Hope I get it right. But then I see Fowlie in Queens coaching some youth with Yaba and others. Tell him the Fortis man who was bringing his son on Saturdays.
Yeah, man, because Yaba and I went to school, but I was a couple of years ahead of Yaba. And during high school, Fowlie, but at the same time, you still come to other people level, and I'm a people person, so me associate with every type of person at the school, the good, the bad, the ugly, sixth farm,
The man just I know
first
says
farm.
is a Fortis man. He make sure and put him Fortis. He say, I am the
Yeah, man,
Fortis man.
I know who me I talk to, man. I know exactly who me I talk to, man.
All right, but listen, Freddie Butler put the comment up there. Though. You have to put it up. If you say put it up, man, put it up. If you say make it don't put up Freddie comment, man, we not put it up.
Nah, man, I'm afraid of that, man. Them man, they're mentor.
Yeah, sure. You're the man.
Yeah,
You're the
man.
man. You can read it.
Yeah, man, them ball they are car thief. Yeah, but I saw it all started because I saw the driving take place where I have to play somebody for learn. But just wash the car and learn, get a chance to learn. So wash
Oh,
Freddie Butler car.
you just go wash the car. You never steal a car. You just borrow it from
Yeah.
wash it.
When we wash it, me and baby gardener wash the car and I said, baby, what you do? Already, road. So me drive come and see you, come have to make everybody say me I drive. So me
Yeah, had
drive come and
license.
see you.
Yeah, had
No, my
license.
license not drive. I don't have a license at the time. Oh, competent said we have to drive. So we step out and drive and say, baby, I your time to drive, go walk up. So we give
Yeah.
baby, come and see you, we give baby from see you, we drive, go walk up and 1 or 2 short on the road. So we reach up back now the car dirty. Freddie Butler start abuse man with them boots, brother. Chop
I
up
mean,
man 2 times with him with the football shoes. But you don't know, it was a fun thing still, because you don't know. We don't take it personal, no day, no time.
yeah, man, it's just fun. So you come out of the hospital on the 10th, right?
Yeah.
The campaign is just about to start. You're still at Real Mona at this time, or you
No,
had
at the
moved?
time, no, I was affiliated with Seaview Gardens Football Club. So now, when me come out of the hospital now, Mr. Virtue, which is Andre Virtue father, Patrick
Yeah,
Virtue, is a man during the high school season, during the Money Cup season. It was it was one of the big fun, the big club, part of the club where it's a Fowlie, a
yeah,
strong believer with Fowlie, we can get the job done, with Fowlie, no goal, now score, so him invite me and I say, want to play some ball? Come to Real Mona. So this is like about 3-4 months in my recovery stage from the surgery. And I'm a step out, went there for training and we are play. During that time now, I get another invitation back to the senior team, where in order for me to join the senior team, I'd have to get a doctor certificate from my doctor, the team that did the surgery, Dr. Akins and his team. So I went back to UA by bicycle, me and my friend, Carlton Stevenson, aka Bado. So me and him ride from Seaview to UA on 2 bicycles and get the doctor certificate and take it to the stadium. That time the office was by the stadium, so
right.
I went there, drop off the certificate, and then say the passport. Need a passport as well at that time. No, but just ride, come back and see you for the passport and back at stadium again and give them the passport.
So you have to prove basically by medical, you have to have medical proof that you would have been able to play football again
Yeah,
once you the national team. So what
yeah.
this was what? This was under 23 or this is a senior team?
No, this is the first team that after Rennie Simons came here and have him look. This was the first group of players Rennie Simons assembled to travel to Brazil.
Okay, so that's also that's how and you were playing and this is like 3 months after you came out of the hospital
Yeah, this was like 3-4 months out of the hospital. I was playing football again
for real Mona. In
for
not
real
not
Mona.
not
This
not
was like
Premier
major league. No,
right? Because you know why I'm asking this because many people kind of felt like Pepe was the only quote unquote major league player that Simo is found, but you were actually playing major league when you were found
Yeah,
at Real Mona.
yeah.
Okay,
But
so you went.
the re-entry it was based on my history, based on my playing history before. So they were still using the 1993 Manning Cup
So
standout
you,
moment and under
oh,
20 and now give him back an opportunity. All right, then show me where you got.
okay, I see what you mean. Cause you're around 20 years old at this time.
Somewhere there, 19 plus.
19. So when you went to Brazil on this first trip in I think 94, you were around 19.
No, this was 1995 January, so I was 19 plus at the time. I
Okay,
will be 20. I will be 20 the year in September, because I'm on September. So we left for Brazil the January.
yes.
So I
Yeah.
was like
What is happening?
19
What
plus.
is happening? I don't know. All right, so I don't know if you can because you see the music in the background. We don't want the thing to get copy written. So and I know you can. I don't know if we can. There's a way that we can. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna move, shift.
Yeah, man. If you can do that, so we can see we can avoid some of the music and then. So I will just engage the people until you move because we don't want it to be any problems.
Okay.
Yeah, man. So all right. So yeah, people, we are just going to readjust and thing, and then we continue the we continue the discussion. We want to make sure that all things are go. Yeah. Thank you, brain drain. Yeah, man. Super chat is working. Thank you. The first super chat to the channel is by the doctor, the AI doctor, Mr. Brain Drain, former Calabar standout. He made sure he is doing it in green as well, people, just to let you know for sure that he is from Calabar. All right. All right. So, all right. So ready again. All right. So let I know I have someone here. He keeps saying that Wednesday Mark Stewart is a former JC man. I don't want him to think I'm ignoring him. You know, him keep talking about Wednesday. You know, but we don't get to Wednesday yet. That is Champions Cup.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
Against Garvamus here.
yeah, so you go away to Brazil at 1920 with the senior team.
Yeah. At the time, him bring Rennie invite Coach Rennie Simoes invited 12 under 23 players and 20 senior players. So it was a 32 membership. Yeah, 32
Right.
players group
Okay.
plus coaches. Coach Carl Brown, Coach Weldon Dowdwell, Mr. Fuller, Hugh Fuller, the goalkeeper coach, and the chef Sammy, Mr. Reed. Um,
Yeah. Okay. So what was that experience like for you? Like being called to the senior team, like officially on this training camp, new coach coming in from Brazil. You're going back to Brazil because I think the year before you and Andy Williams should have gone back to Brazil to train.
well, it manifests just get a chance to go on, So
It's not.
it was pretty much really excited. Altiman Butler, Paul Young, Desmond Gaddafi Smith, Linval Dix, Tati Brown, Marco Pratt, um, Boris Johnson, Nandi, um, Warren Barrett, Aaron Lawrence, Christopher Dawes. Um,
Hey, you're good enough. You're
Nat-
probably you're the only one who can remember all the names.
Nathaniel Barnes, Ian Belford, Rowan Esberry, Carnell Chinsu, um, Anglin, both Anglin, Fitzroy Anglin from Boys Town and Winston Anglin.
Okay, I didn't know that all of those players went to on that Brazil trip.
Yeah, man. So it was 12 Ali Rose as well. Boris Johnson. You know.
Okay. Did Aaron Lawrence was there?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. All right. So went on that trip and all of that. That is now January 1994 when Simo is just
95. Simos came here about 94 November.
right. So 95. All right. So
Yeah.
from that time you were like a part of the team officially.
Yeah.
Because you may have been in and out, but from that point you
No,
kind
at
of
that time I was consistent with the team all the way up to the World Cup.
from that time.
Yeah, so from that time when I came in the team, I was there. I was playing. I was playing most of the time. It was me, Tati, and Linval. 1996 is when Pepe came about, and
Oh, so originally the defense line was you, Tati, and Linval Dixon.
yeah.
Until Pepe came in.
So first it was Tati, Linval, and Desmond Smith.
That's Gaddafi.
Yeah. Then no Gaddafi out. I came in. Then Pepe came around in 1996 when I went to Brazil again. 96. I went to Brazil 3 times in the campaign. So went there 96, 95, 96, 98. 97 went to Argentina.
Listen, man, your brain is good. I'm telling you. All right. So let me just get a couple. I see Must Maxwell. This is your JC teammate asking if you have a cash app. So
Right. I don't have Western Union connect to the account.
but Must Maxwell, there's a way that we can make you and Fowlie connect, man. And you understand with Fowlie, so we try to line
Up
up.
top.
Yeah, we make sure we line up that Richard Edwards uh says Foley you have a built-in computer system. Yeah.
No, at the time, under me, when I was a member of the team in 2007 under Bora Metalovic, he was using the team as in I use to he was giving an analogy of the team as the computer, and the computer have parts, and I was the hard drive that hold everything, memory, everything. So that's why
Oh,
he must say that. So when Bora
oh,
was having team talk or anything, him not say the computer, he just know me for there, and so him just from there him just send me the hard drive.
okay. And I see Owen asking if did you get injured? I don't know if this is on the Brazil trip or but once you had that major surgery, did you never really had any major injuries?
Nah, when I find out I'm good man, all the time I sick of belly man. When time something wrong with me man. When I told, I mean attack, I mean tackle people, people not tackle me. So we
All right,
forget each other.
so here's what I want you to know. So now this is 19 come back from Brazil, 95, right?
Yeah, we
90.
came back and we play against Cuba in the stadium. So we played 2 games. The senior team and the under 23 team play against Cuba, senior and under 23.
Yeah. Okay. All
And
right.
at that time now, we get a chance to play on both teams.
Okay. All right. And then you move. Yeah. Once you started playing for the national team, you moved from Mona.
Well, I moved from Mona eventually, but I spent like about 3 years there, and then I moved to Olympic Football Club, where I tag team with Pepe. Then I leave from Olympic and move on to Harborview.
Yeah. All right. So you went to Olympic, then to with Pepe, then you moved to Harborview. All right.
Yeah.
Tell us about the campaign. Some of your most memorable moments, some of the things that really stand out to you, some of the games that you played in, and tell the people about how you used to allow Bibi to beat you and the clashes and all of them things. When you used to have DJ thing and all of them things there.
But first and foremost, I am a Killer fan, and at that time, Killer was one of the favorites of Jamaica. And
Yeah.
so when me come and say cross angry and start shoot some Killer, maybe more I'll do Beanie Man song. So at the time, when I really look on it, the crowd was more for Beanie Man than a Bounty. So or a Fowlie. So it was cool with me. It was fine. So it was more for me just entertaining, having a vibe near my teammates. But the thing that stand out for me most in the campaign, we play our first World Cup qualifier game in Suriname. Going to the game, um, the bus that we were traveling broke down. So we'd have a hitchhike, get drive from other persons from the country to the game
That's in Suriname or in
in
Jamaica?
Suriname. In Suriname. We won the game 1-0. Tapper scored a goal and thing. And our last game against
Where we had to hitchhike. So the bus couldn't, the tire
the bus
puncture.
broke down. The bus couldn't move. So we have to get drive from other people. We're in the country where other people from Suriname to carry to the stadium.
So all of you arrived at different time.
Yeah. Then now the last game we play in our World Cup campaign against Mexico, we were at Breakout Village, a camp. We were coming to town for the game. The bus broke down again. So from there, so we know we must qualify. Cause in the beginning, that's how it starts. So it must in the end it will happen.
In the first people hear these stories, you know. So on the way from Braco to the Mexico game.
No, we are break camp because we don't have Braco, but we are come to the Mexico game. The game is not on the same day, but it was like we are come up like 2 or 3 days before the game. The bus broke down. So now people were I go opposite direction now in a Jamaica turn to carry us to 102 shot to the road. So from there we know I got qualify.
Whoa.
So that was the most standout moment in the campaign, you know, and the travels were good, you know, and travel first class 1997 to Argentina. And you know, the whole vibes, the whole energy, you know, you have to have a knock for coming out of the room. If you don't have that knock, then you can't come in. You know, so it was nice, man. It was
You
fun.
have to have a particular knock, like
Yeah,
knock at the door.
to enter the casino. So we have a room which is the casino. If you don't come with that knock, you will never enter.
So, really, you guys used to gamble.
So that was the whole vibes to kind of keep us grounded and to hold us down. You know, we stay inside. You know, but sometimes it still cause us to go over the time at the bedtime. We kind of say bleach, where you know take us probably at some 3 o'clock for we go sleep.
Okay, so traveling first class, staying in fancy hotel, having your own casinos. Money was running, man.
Well, at the time, not say money. At the time, you can call it what you want to call it, but at the time, it was in order for us to get money, we have to win. It was like 4,000 Jamaican dollar for a game. The like a friendly game, we receive 4,000 Jamaican dollar if we win. If we lose, $0. If we draw, they get 2 grand. In the World Cup campaign, it was like $40,000 if you win. If you win, you get the 40 grand. If you don't play and then on the bench, you get 20. Even at the stands, you get 10.
No, but didn't the players like have sponsors who were giving them money outside of that though?
That started in 1996. We start go to where we are talking about where sponsors from other entities, you know, who get from Juicy Beef, who get from Kingston Music, who get from there Toshiba and those places and those entities. Sorry.
Okay, so before that you had to win to get a little money.
Yeah, you have to win. It all started when we were playing our Olympic qualifiers, under 23 Olympic qualifiers in the stadium against Antigua. And then it was a 14 tournament. And we won. Yeah, it started there with the under 23. Simo at the time, they offered us $5,000 for one the tournament. And we are telling them, say, no, we don't want $5,000. and we put up a figure, and we end up won the tournament, and we end up get more than what we bargained for. Simoes go ahead and get other people to sponsor or to sponsor cash. So we
Oh,
end up move from $5,000 to like $15,000 winning the tournament.
okay. How important was Rene Simoes in like modernizing and changing the footballing landscape during your time? No, he's
Um,
talking 5,000 US dollars, not 5,000 Jamaican dollars.
Jamaican dollar, not
All of
US.
these figures he's quoted is
Jamaican.
is
So
Jamaican. Oh, yeah.
when Simoes came here, it was more is more changing the mindset of us, how we play and how we think. Because most of us were just carrying Brazil and then the World Cup. We never see us get into the World Cup. But him spend a lot of time in terms of human psychology, in terms of training the mind mentally and physically, and him get the spiritual part involved where him add to the team Reverend Al Miller and his team. So on Sunday mornings at one or two short of the road, we'll have devotion and so forth. Everybody that have to turn up for devotion.
Owen seemed to be in shock. He can't believe that you guys were getting 5,000 Jamaican dollars for winning a tournament.
Yeah, that them half us at the time. Yeah, the tournament playing Jamaica at the National Stadium, so they were offering us $5,000, so we don't want the 5 grand. And
So there you have it,
we're
Owen. Yeah. So let me ask, so okay, so there it is in the national team, you qualify for the World Cup. But tell me, just playing football, who are some of the players that you said, boy, as a defender, these players gave it the hardest time? Maybe, you know, in terms of how skilled they were, how clinical they were as goal scorer, the off the ball movement. Who are some of the creative players, the offended minded players who gave you a warm time, if any, during your playing time? First Jamaican, and then we look at in CONCACAF as you played in tournaments.
um, Walter Boy, Nandi, um, Graham from Reno, Devon Ricketts, that are Daniel Ricketts as well.
Oh, that
Um,
you're talking the Devon Jarrett, original to Devon Ricketts. Yeah.
yeah,
Doberman.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Um, who again? Denton Shedden, Kevin Pele Wilson, Chinsu, O'Neal Chippy McDonald, um, Ron Nelson.
Right, good amount of names. All right. What about in the Caribbean and in CONCACAF now? I mean, any forward that you had to go up against more than once that was a problem? Oh, Richard Edwards is saying Kevin Leamy as well.
Yeah, Kevin Lamy. Yeah, true. True, I
Yeah.
couldn't forget that part there. Thanks, Eddie. Um, some of them by name, don't really recall the name them, but you play against Norway with Andre Flo and current Manu boss.
Former Manu boss.
Yeah, yeah, Farmer, sorry. Solskjaer and Blanco. Um,
Blanco from Mexico.
yeah, you have my them from Bolivia. What the name again? Echeverry and those person.
Oh, yeah, Echeverry from Bolivia.
Yeah. Um, Stern John was on one chop. You know
Yeah,
those
somebody said
players.
Somebody said Dwight York, but you didn't play against Dwight York.
Nah, I didn't play against the White York during my time.
Yeah, and then Chris Wayne is asking if you played against Geddes Alexander from Arnett Gardens.
No, I didn't play against Geddes, but you have make sure you have a pair player. What the name again?
Byron Earl, Chris Dias, Belly
Chris
Dias.
Dias, Belly Dias, me and Deli Dias come league now. We play Bronx League, so I buck up daily. So it was a problem in the Bronx League too, you know. But you know, playing, me never get no whole heap of problem because most of the game about brain and it's about thinking. So they also help me to be smarter,
Yeah.
and
Who,
I help them to be smarter as well.
who are the defenders you like playing with because they made you know, the pairing was good. You know, you enjoyed playing with these
Well,
particular defenders, you know, because
Linval, Tati, Desmond Smith, Ian Goodison, um, Stu Pease, Tanwa, Boris Johnson, Bailey, um,
Bailey,
yeah,
what Bailey?
Aldane Bailey,
Oh,
Aldane,
Blackout Bailey. Okay, Alden Bailey.
yeah. Terminator Dennis never bad, and you have the brothers them from Violet Kickers, Big and Fosters,
Oh,
the Foster
Leroy.
brothers,
Man.
Norman and yeah,
Yeah.
and Chris, I invitee from overseas. Chris, I can't remember his last name. He was a member of the 1998 campaign as well. You know.
From overseas, no, I don't know that name. All right, so 1998 because you actually went to the World Cup, but you went as part of the seven players, the seven additional players, because you
Eight,
weren't. Huh? Right,
eight,
you were part of eight.
yeah.
Okay, eight. Tell you that your brain good enough. Eight, right?
T got Mesa, myself, Chippy, Steve Green,
Flower.
Fana.
Did Flower go? Guard
No,
Peter
got
King.
Peter King. No,
Fana.
Fana.
Ricketts, that goalkeeper Ricketts didn't go.
Him go with it. Him in a part of the 22.
Okay.
So it was myself, Mesam, Paul T. Davis, Chinsu, O'Neal Chippy McDonald, Steve Green, Fana, and Clifton Wa.
And Clifton Wall. Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, man. See Richard Edwards getting Chingsu was the name you were missing out. All right. So now you had that experience. What was it like now? Because now we expect the team that 1998, you eight guys went to World Cup. So we're expecting you to qualify us for 2002 World Cup.
From that time, I didn't get any more call up for Jamaica.
Really?
So when I came back from the World Cup, I was 22 plus.
20.
I didn't play. I didn't play any more ball for Jamaica until 32.
So hold on. So from your 22, 10 years, you never got a call again?
Never.
Were you injured?
No.
Did you migrate? You move out? You went overseas to play?
No. At summertime, you don't know you're there. You have your travel documents. You have bridging. I say, yo, come to the foreign. So me used to go on a foreign go and play the Bronx League. Or me there with my bridging all over the state, California, DC, all over. Just a chill out, a relax, to come back in for pre-season for Harborview. So I never really played no more ball for Jamaica until Bora Matilovic appointed as head coach in 2007, somewhere there. I went to Hong Kong with Bora Matilovic take us to Hong Kong and playing at the Lunar Cup where we won. I was the captain of that team.
Right. That's no. All right. So I never knew that from you were 22. Like here's the thing now. Barry said, well, the federation mess up everything one, and then Shortman said we must act surprised. Shortman, I am surprised because I didn't know that it was between you being 22. Seriously, I didn't know. Between 22 and 32. How can a person make a national team at 19 years old?
18.
18 years old. Go to a World Cup as part of a transition group. and then don't get called again until he's 32. I am surprised. And like, do you know what happened in between? Do you have any idea
Um,
what could have triggered this? Because it's not. This is
at
not
the
normal.
time they were at the time they were against we going to the states to play in that
Oh,
non-league.
in the non-league. Ah,
Yeah, but at the same time it was like an opportunity for me at the same time to keep yourself, going, financially. You get me?
but that was just in the summer. What I'm saying is that because you'd have been in Jamaica playing in the leagues.
Yeah, but never get a call, brother. I just easy myself. I just continue play. You know, run them out of yard, make them can't live off foreign. You don't make sense. Them come here with the bragging. You see me? So we just there go easy and play like a ball and the
You
thing come
know,
on.
I tell you this. So all this time you and I talking, I never knew. I never knew this. I never knew that for 10 years you were not called up to the national.
I play for Jamaica now for over 10 years, man. All of them campaign the 2000, 2002, 2006, 2000 rare. I don't play. And at that time, I was one of the most dominant central midfield player at the time. I fall in a midfield, everything I forgot
Yeah, but
wide.
I'm saying that. But even during this time, the Harborview team is doing well with you.
Yeah.
So
So when at that time, as I tell you, 2007 or when Bora came here, they appointed him as coach came to Harborview and I watched a training session. And then now we play our end around finals in the stadium. We are Waterhouse. We got a red card and Waterhouse got a red card. O'Neill Biggersmith and Phillips from Waterhouse got a red card.
them are
And
Phillips.
Coach Lenny Hyde was the coach at the time. So we never wait upon coach because we done in the thing and understand the thing. So we make the adjustment, Well, you don't know we are lead, so we have to just continue lead.
Hey, I have still. I know a lot of people like Boris Johnson management. Would you believe it's still happening?
Yeah, man,
Yeah,
it's still a goal, man.
you know, so the thing, the Junior Groove says, management, you don't know how of you, man, they get fight. We always get called when a foreign coach come and make a selection. Patrick Reed, who is going to be on Tuesday, said Jamaica system mask up a lot of players or mash up. I think probably mash up
I mash
a
up
lot.
him once, man.
Yeah, probably mash up a lot of players. And,
Big up
and
Mr. Reed.
yeah, man, Condescend
He
Spring.
was one of, yeah. So when
He
I
was
came
part
to
of the
Harborview,
under
him left.
20. Wait.
When I came to Harborview, him left. So to my stint at Harborview, it was with Barris and Stu Pease, Craig Stewart, Ali Rose, Jeremy Newell, Robert Scarlett, Robert Hall, Coke, Mark Miller.
Kareem Cook, right?
No, it was Cole
Oh,
and
cool.
Kareem Cook.
Cook. Yeah. Kareem Cook. Yeah. Good midfielder.
Yeah, and Jeremy New, Milton Griffiths, Barrington Gaynor, Kevin Rose, you know.
All right. So I have had a very interesting conversation, right? This person is affiliated to Santos. I had a very long conversation today, right? Tell him you need to come on the platform because his thing is that Santos has the best football team in the history of Jamaica.
That's
And
half
he's
when I said this.
talking about in the 70s. So I was talking to him about like different teams in Jamaica. Like I was talking to him about the Harborview team that you're naming that even went on overseas into the CONCACAF tournament, I think, and did
Yeah,
very well.
we won it 2 times.
All right. I told him about that Harborview
One
team.
local, yeah.
I told him about the Portmore team that was doing well. I told him about, like, the Arnett Gardens team and the Waterhouse team. He says that the Santos team from the 70s that won around 4 national titles is the best football team in the history of Jamaica. You see that Harborview team that you're talking about during that era is one of the best like teams in Jamaica. You can go back to like Reno.
Consistency.
Yeah, when you go back to Reno teams, or you can go back to like a SEBA team. And that's why I'm saying sometimes it's not good to compare eras, and because it's a disservice to the present era, and it's a disservice to the past era. You have to appreciate things in their time and in their space and just leave it at
And,
that.
and to Mr. Manning, that is just opinions. So
That's
you
what
hold your opinion and me hold my own.
Yeah, because I was saying to him that, listen, if I bring you on the platform, the Harborview people are not going to believe you. They're gonna have Harborview. The Reno people are going to say it's the Reno team. The SEBA people, the Boys Town people are going to say they're dominant Boys Town team. You understand what I mean? So it's really down to to yeah. So yeah. But I see Devon Porter here saying that management Joby McAnuff played for Jamaica when he was 22 and never played for Jamaica again until he was 32.
Yeah,
Okay.
McAnuff, he used to use left foot.
Yeah, Joby McAnuff, the local brown. I think he played in that
Oh,
World Cup team with Wes Morgan and those guys and Garrett
what did just
McCarron.
the other day? Good.
Yeah. Okay. You see, I didn't even know that. All right. Um. Yeah. Okay. So now, you never got called back until 32. But
Mm-hmm.
you still honor the call. Why? At that age.
You still, it's always a honor, privilege to come and play for the country. I know it kind of even more easier to play. And once you go outside, you get an opportunity to play. But Bora Metelevic called me. Football, I love you, that.
Yeah.
So I can't get called for football and France, man. And I was still optimistic I could do well, you know. Still
Okay.
believe I could do well, you know. And
Do you,
even
do you
that,
look? Go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah, even at the time when I get called up, still, Bora asks me all the time, why you not going out? But based upon past experience at my younger days, get into so much trouble and you know, I'm a little different now, Going out than no interest to me. Just come for play ball. More professional, more, you know, different mindset.
Yeah. So let me ask you: do you look back at the career, and do you have any regrets? Like, man, you know, maybe during that time, if I had gotten the opportunity, I would have maximized my potential, or you have just moved on, or do you look back with regret?
No, I have no regrets. Why? Why I don't have no regrets? It gives me an opportunity, a platform to to bring across my method, how I want my team to play. So probably if I go in a next country, maybe I feel learn a next method from my next coach. So based upon what I learned from Coach Simo is tactically and all those technical and all those things, it gives me an opportunity now in the Bronx League. Come on, I'm like the orchestra. In the orchestra, the conductor who guide these players, and people believe in what I'm saying to them. What I'm bringing across to them.
I was
So
going to, I was going to talk to you about the Bronx League, because I know I'm going to give me a trouble. I'm going to give Diego trouble, but that's why I'm not going to bring out the Bronx League. But go ahead.
yeah, so not the Bronx League is not just there alone. I get the opportunity to play all in California against
Yes.
Mexicans, and but as I said, it gives me an opportunity where to to establish myself in terms of owning our own method, our own craft, how I want my team to play, based on how my playing style and the players them that assemble in at them time there with me on the field. So like that Bronx League, you have the Rennie, the Daniel Shaw, the Sean Fraser, Anthony McCreed, um, Carnegie's, Norton and Newton. Um, that was mostly our team from Jamaica. Dennis Richards, Ryan Smith, Atayaba,
Yeah.
Rennis. Most of those players are me and them go to high school together at some farm. We're connected. We either play at high school, or we used to go school, or we play at club level, or somewhere along the journey of football we were together.
Okay. All right. So let me we want to transition because this is so much to digest. But let me ask you. So now you are a coach, right? I mean, at Jamaica College, I think, and you also coach at Harborview. I know you work with the program there. You work with the I think the
Ballers International.
Ballers International with Virtue, with
Yeah.
Andre Virtue, right? And you were at Ligani. I think you
As the same thing. Ballers or Liga, they actually same on two different names, but are the same link.
okay. It's the same link because they had the Ligani team in the that did very well. I think they got promoted and were in Super League.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So now, what are your thoughts about the level of football now in Jamaica, especially at the youth level, compared in terms of quality and what needs to be done to improve it compared to the time when you were playing and we had a successful run to the 1998 World Cup?
Um, what some of the changes is what I like to say is most youths nowadays don't watch the game and try to be a student of the game. So them just watch a pretty thing what the players them do, and sometimes even you try to give them information, and them don't know how to apply the things. Even sometimes you create an um, some form of image or a picture, they're not getting it. But at the younger level, I think where we need more quality coaches there.
Okay.
So at the younger level, you need more quality coaches to guide those players properly. You know, to deposit good information, the right things, and those things in their brain and in their training sessions and so forth.
So you think well, let me ask you this. What are the solutions, right? Because we can't continue with this where um we have talent, but when the talent leaves high school, like it can't be found again. What needs to happen in our football culture and development between these players displaying talent in high school and them transitioning into good professional who can tap into the global footballing market, please?
We need to collab with other clubs outside where we can get players through, just like where they did with Bailey, so get him into an academy system in Belgium, and from there it give him a platform to work from a better place, more experience, more what you call it, first world country, you know. Because when you look on even sometime here, you have they have to do like a club like a Harborview or Portmore where good marketing system is there to move.
Yeah. But you have some of these players in the JC camp right now, right? I'm going to give you a few and then you can. So they're connected between JC and Harborview. or other clubs. So let me just give you a couple of names and you tell me what needs to happen with them. Tariq Jimenez, I think his name is one. Duncan McKenzie is another one. The name of the forward guy, very good. He's the next one. And there is not Mitu. There is Mitu. There's a next one, and there's the one who is back from the academy in the United States. I think in 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 Florida somewhere, Valney Brown Academy. He was, but he's
Oh,
back.
that a Blake.
Blake. All right. What needs to happen with these players, with a Duncan McKenzie, a
You
Tariq?
just need as I said earlier, you need good passage to the professional level where them can progress. The transition there, them can get a better platform. Because you will look on it, most of the other platforms that are available is college. Or you buy time here in Jamaica where, as I said, probably at Harborview, or you have your agent. So as well, if you have your agent and your agent is competent and have links where you can get to the work, it can work.
Okay, but how many of these youths in Jamaica do really have agents?
Well, I don't know. So you have to just continue to play and never know who I watch.
Okay, I trying to see if I can get, like, because you're coaching youths now, and I hear people say that, boy, we don't have a lot of, the development is poor. The youth are not being properly developed. They go through the Manning Cup system, the Dacosta Cup system, and it seemed like inadequate. You are in the system, and what I'm trying to find out is what is causing that. Is it a real problem? And outside,
The game is more the teacher. So as I said earlier in the interview, remember I was playing Manning Cup and Coles, where that probably now you only can play one competition.
oh,
So back in my time, I could play multiple competitions at the same time. So me I play Manning Cup, me I play Coles, me I play City League. There's so much games over and over. I gained so much experience by playing.
you're not the first person I've heard say that one of the issue is that less football is being played by the youths now.
Yeah,
Some
let's
of them,
football them I play.
yeah, some of them they only play Manning Cup. People don't realize that some of them they don't even play in the local leagues
They don't
because
play a club football, some of them.
yeah. Good point. All right. And let me ask this: your JC companion, I mean, you guys are in school, played on the same team together. Maxwell, he's trying to find out if you're in the States. Right now, he's in Jamaica.
Yeah,
Maxwell,
Jamaica, I'm so flying, man.
no, so Maxwell, we need to work out a way. I don't know if Fowlie will leave up the number for you to connect with him because he's trying to connect with you, obviously. So we want to do that. All right. Peso, the Reno man says, big up Donald Fowlie Stewart, good baller, national. Simon
Respect.
Preston.
Yes,
Simon Preston
yeah,
said, big
man.
up Fowlie.
Yeah, man, many work on the grassroots because Andre was a coordinator for the grassroots, digital grassroots across the island. Simon Preston was traveling with us many
Yeah.
occasions during those times.
Yeah, you're right. And he's now reminding us that you're a part of the winning team with Bora
I
at
was
the
a captain, not just a part. I was appointed captain at the time.
yeah. Yeah, and then this is for the first coach I hear talk positive and progressive, good ideas. And then Devon Porter says, Foley, when a young player get a one call up for Jamaica, they think that they reach and nobody can talk to them or give them advice. Do you find this to be true? And I mean, how do you keep these young players balanced? That like to listen, this is not it.
During my time, I was have a lot of mentor around me, like the growing up within the football. I don't like to part my age group, so I'm a part of the bigger man. So I was a member of the Winston and Glenn and the Desmond and the Linval Dix, a Tati Brown from early. You know. So even when I play City League, I was with the bigger person them in the group. We have two part my age group. So I learn from this, and when I come back, yes, I try to bring back what I have learned up there here to get you here up. So some nowadays, most of these players, most of these senior players, they're not doing good police work. I can explain when I said that Altiman Butler them no care, or probably you probably ignore them, man. Paul Young, them in your skin. Them never stop mentoring you, guide you, not about just football, but even after football, where you plan for do, where you do it yourself. You know, many times Fowlie you need to slow down, you know, just even a one word, a one sentence, you know, Dean Sewell, you know. So you know, get that enough from these senior players or older players where the police in mentorship, where you want to call it.
Man, they will tell you enough only that them are youth and one days they go to them youth and I try to tell them certain things, you know.
No, sometimes it's how you start.
Can't think, you know. Oh.
Nah, man, it's how you start it, man. Sometimes it's more this one-on-one, you know, find time for them, not a load up thing and trying to embarrass them and show them up, you know. In the one-on-one, you're not going to sugarcoat it, you know, probably you start with some positive things. Then you probably hit a one negative where the person is, or where you want, you know, bring across to the person. So, you know, I learn it different. So I start with positives and then, you know, I hit one or two negative where I want to bring across.
Okay. And that's how you operate within the context of the JC teams that you're a part of.
Yeah, man. We're
All
not
right.
sugarcoated.
Who is the best centre back you prepared there at the JC? Because for so many you have been a part of the fixture for so long. Which one of the centre back? Because I figure that probably that's one of the areas you probably focus on, building centre backs to be as good and dominant as you. Which one of them
And
you think like
You have Xavier right now, which stand out. But over the time, I came across like with Al, Modafor,
who?
Tal,
No,
Modafor,
from
Zeran,
JC?
Zeran,
Zeron?
Talbot. Yeah,
Are you talking Hezron Barry?
Modafor, me call him. Zeran.
Hezron play for me, you know. He's Hezron.
So,
Hezron
you know,
good. Listen, I think and like that's what I'm saying, that like this youngster so tall, good center back. I don't know. Maybe he needed to be around this longer, you know? But I don't know. Talbot,
Xavier doing well, Talbot. You know, I get a chance spend some time with them, you know, in the stint at Jamaica College.
okay. All right. So let me get some of these. Simon Preston is saying that the JFF needs to reintroduce the coaching education workshop, which Fowlie was a part of with Andre Virtue and Leon Garden. And then Warren Webster said there is no money in local football, so players can't concentrate on the development of their skills. Too many outside influence. IT Push, who said he played at Ligani, is encouraging some of the players to possibly join Phoenix, find Phoenix. And then Jay Anyways, who is a Harborview fan out there from Florida, says, ask him how long him think Zimini is ready for a senior call-up. Zimini is one of those young players that have a lot of time for. Go ahead.
Honestly, Ziminis can get a senior call up. He might have that big man attitude. He's been training with the Harborview Premier League team from probably I think age 13. Even with Baby Gardner was as coach and Fabian Taylor, he was there all that time. Technically, him good and him powerful. You know, him have a big man attitude. You know, I think he's competent and capable of, you know, stand out and, you know, take charge of himself at the senior level.
I want to tell you the truth. So last season when I saw him in the Premier League on the turf, the first set of games, and I heard he was 16, my first thought was this guy somebody need to be his agent and take him out of Jamaica. and in a system, because I feel like though he's playing good, I feel like this is a talent at 16 that need to just move, should have the system around him so that he'd have grown, way more. I was a little bit disappointed to see him back in schoolboy football. And it's because of how highly I rate him as a 16-year-old. But I mean, I guess his handlers know more because they would be seeing him every day and all of that. And maybe there are flaws in his games that I'm not seeing. So
Yeah, no players or no player don't have flaws. They have flaws, but it sometimes it concede by the system. You're gonna really see it. It or in play in a seat because but him do have weakness.
yeah. And then Warm Trees is asking, what about the right back Kevin Woolley? I don't know that name. He said that he was a promising player.
I don't know that only there.
Or Kevin
Kevin,
Woolery? I don't know.
no, in the name Kevin Ulrich. You have Kemil
Wolf.
Wolf, and Woolery Wolf,
Oh.
and him brother. Can't remember the last name.
Is it our name? I think that one is our name. Big up Donald Fowlie, Stewart, living legend. This is from the living legend.
Hey, you. They know it's you.
Oh, I know that you're going to say that. Oh, I know that you're going to.
No, I'm a gentleman. Jeremy, you know, is a player. When Messi, I do see him, I do it long time.
Long time. Hey, listen,
his-
we have a story about Jeremy and you, that a lot of people don't know, but I wanted to save it for the interview. But say a lot of people don't know. Like sometimes I tell them that you just don't know, and you need to get to know people. People didn't know that he's a right-footed player that broke his leg, and because he wanted to play football, he had to train himself to use his left foot. A lot of people don't know that, You know that, Fowlie?
I know that during the time me and him spent at Harborview, him father always come to the game, so him father disclose all of those things, you see me?
So big up Jeremy, the man. Listen, when I hear the thing, I said, as I look at you, the man, he had to learn. In fact, I was told that even while he had on the cast, he started practicing with his left foot.
Mm-hmm. Jeremy in general, man.
Yeah, but big up. Yeah. Nowadays, youth players focusing more on how they look than focusing on developing their craft. The whole tattoo, bleaching, and partying is what is distracting these youths from owning their craft. How do you deal with those things? Players, changing the tone of them skin and all of that. How do you speak to them? Seeing that you have had the privilege of playing internationally and going outside of Jamaica.
Well, them no want give no blood, man. But at the same time, every man at certain age, them stand and can make them own decision, and they're big enough to know where them want and where them want to put on them skin. So sometimes you have to just the best way to help sometimes to help us, you have to just allow them alone.
Yeah. They're saying that Wooly is Swikes.
Oh, we just know we are that now. I Excel some years ago. Swikes was a member of our under 21 team at Harborview. Later on, him transitioned to the senior team. But it wasn't me the coach. But him can play ball for you. It have some time based on him size. Him look about him Talawa still.
Yeah.
Him tackle hard and him can play, him can cross, but what probably was Swike's problem at the time was him stats. Him not scoring a goal.
Yeah.
Him not assist no goal on a consistent level.
What level coaching because I know them have all these qualifications in Jamaica now, level 1, level 2, DCB, All of those things. What
Um,
level?
um, um, I'm the level one and the level two. Aspiring
Oh,
to do the CONCACAF CRB in a
CRB.
couple months,
Okay, in February, because I know they have a course coming in February. Okay,
sometime
all right.
around there.
Yeah, I see. I'm here. Good players are being stagnated. 18 and 19-year-old still playing schoolboy football, while top world football countries have their good young players transitioning to professional leagues at 16 years old. What do you think about that? I think that player should um like yeah, like you shouldn't be playing schoolboy football at 19. That's my opinion.
But
What's your
when you look on it some of the time, everyone is the schoolboy football at Premier League.
so
So
here's what I think. They need to reinstitute the under 21 league that they used to have.
we're still advocate for that. We don't see it happening.
Yeah. The only Calabar man in the building said JC money soon run out. Calabar dominance is inevitable.
No, I'm not to do with money at GSC. I think our program at Jamaica College it speaks for itself.
Is
During our time as Barris just posted, our physical and technical and tactical were sound. So we watch so much football over the time when we were younger. Cause we used to have English Premier League on a Sunday. During the Thursday night, you used to have Italian League. That's all. If I'm wrong. During the week, you have Italian League. You know.
yes.
So we used to watch the Franco Barresi and the Maldini them and the was a clip in the France Beckenbauer, um, Desai. We are watching players there over the years. Patrick Vieira, Roy Keane. Not just watching them, but we're watching their attitude or them, them display themselves on the field with the ball and without the ball, character, personality.
Yeah.
So we're not just watching how them play, we start adapt some of them style, them passion for the game, you know.
Yeah. And I see Boris Johnson here saying again, rather player development focuses on the young human first and the construction of the complete player. One who is physically, technically, and tactically sound.
So
Yeah.
because that's what helped us in our time when Simons came here. Technically we were good. We were good. And on one
Yeah.
wall it a boom off. Anywhere for our body it drop out like mud, glue.
Yeah.
Tight spaces we can play in and we watch the game. So first you have to try to be a student before you be a teacher.
Yeah. He said, this person do that management. I know far Fall is coming. He was a year ahead of me in high school. Okay, so he's trying to connect with you. So we're gonna try and work that out before we end the video.
Yeah man, we do that man. Our head man. Marks. West.
Yeah. So talk to me. Listen, I mean, I've heard some of your solutions for the football. Better coaching at the lowest level is one of the solutions. More football needs to be
Yeah.
played. The players are not playing enough football right now. One of
And
the
they
other
must
things,
watch the game.
yeah, they must watch the game to learn the game technically and tactically, not just to take away the pretty styles, as some would say, not for the
Yeah.
flair, but for the
Yeah.
fundamentals. So
Or within a team, you watch the personnel at the position you're playing.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. All right. I mean, are there any other suggestions you have in terms of like this need to happen, especially given when you look at the state of like the national team? I know we have had some changes, but our performances in this World Cup campaign and for the World Cup campaign before and for the World Cup campaign before and for the World Cup campaign before, it always seemed like we get to this juncture. Have a lot of talent, have a good team, and we keep failing.
So most of it is like more ego, and you need to bring back certain things. The spiritual realm need to unite the thing because what if regardless of who they are or what they achieve, sometimes they are still going through other things where we are not aware of. So the spiritual realm is very important to our development too as well. Or we lead um, at a leadership standpoint within the group. We need more senior persons, a police, have younger players under them shoulder, talking to them, encourage, life after the game, all of those things. Not just talk about, even when we were at the club, we still talk about football. At the party, we still talk about football, talk about training session. We recap games while partying. We recap games while, after training, we are talking about the training session, we are talking about, so we can get the understanding on a larger scale.
Yeah. I hope that some of the youngsters are getting some of this because it is so true what is required and what is demanded. Because I think that is true. The spiritual realm in terms of the campaign, the leadership in terms of the campaign. Because when you go back to the 1998, when you got into the team, you were like 19. Yeah, the Andy Williams who was probably 18, Bibi who was like 17. But you guys had older players. And so there was a meeting together of the under 23, the under 20, and the senior team. And so that there was a passing on of information. You understand me? You
Mm-hmm.
had the Freddie Butlers and all of those persons there, the Paul Young coming back from over. This
Peter
is before,
Cargill.
yeah, Peter Cargill. Even before the Fitzroy Simpson and those guys came in, you had these guys from out of the states. Dean Sewell, who was traveling to and fro,
Mm-hmm.
Gaddafi as well. Um, like I said, Andy who gave up school. Walter Boyd who was coming back from his professional contract at Colorado. So uh, you had all of these people in the system who were able to bring a level of professionalism and a level of mentorship. And you're suggesting that that's probably part of the problem with the team. We need um we need some of that in the football now in the present national team.
We do need it, especially the spiritual part.
Yeah, 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 man. And I know you are. I know in the 1998 camp, like everybody says, listen, baby, Fowlie, Messam, one Messam, who came on this platform and made the biggest talk so far, right? The people, right? So we're the vibes, man. How important it is vibes? Because I asked this question in the context of this recently. Um, the inclusion of one of the most mature players in the national setup, which is Javon Watson. And many persons said that, listen, his leadership is important and bringing vibes in the camp because he's a vibes man and stuff. How important vibes is and to have a player in a team for the purpose of building the vibes.
We must a football player for energy. So if you have the right energy and you feel enthused for go out there, it's sometime dead away. So you can imagine we are away where they are playing like Syrian and we don't know nobody. I just the members a traveling party at Jamaica. So we have to keep our own little stage show, our own little vibes. So keep yourself going. If you give it that energy, if you get through the day outside of you doing you get up your morning your devotion by yourself or, read the Bible. But during the course of the day you need that little energy to come, get a frame of mind for train, get a frame of mind for the game, for take your mind off home, focus where you're at and what you're about to get into and what you're about to do.
Okay. Okay. Here's the next big question I want to ask you. So you were a part of the 98 campaign, been there, done that. No, though you had not been called back, like I didn't know that it was Tenny, honestly. No. Have you ever been approached, especially during this struggling time, to play any sort of role or give any sort of direction with the national team or with any of the teams from the youth level? Because like we just had like under 15. Have you ever been invited to be a part of any of those setups? Given that you are part of the 98 campaign, you work at JC, JC has been successful, you're a part of the youth setup there, and you have success.
No, that no go on yet, but probably not the pipeline. I mean, I know. There was this one moment. Coach Downsell reached out to me to come by St. Thomas to play a charity game. You know, I didn't hesitate. Coach Downsell was the first coach that invited me to the national setup during my high school year. So when he called me, I didn't think twice. Also, Bradley Stewart was a member at that association at the time. So, you know, we never hesitate. You know, I went there and play my part. And then, you know, tell him thanks for giving me the opportunity to come and play. And, you know, I move out, I go.
But you'd be open to helping with any of the national programs once given the opportunity.
All the time, man. You can't have all of this knowledge and keep it for yourself. You have to spread it.
Yeah. All right, wonderful, wonderful. All right, people, let me just give you M10 football says bless up Mr. Stewart.
M10, M16, the boss.
Hey, I don't know. I tell the people that you and I were going to do a clash thing, you know, but
I don't clash thing. I just one thing.
you're the legend. And you don't know, you know.
Some team are gonna go on them a platform rush. Which team reggae boys are gonna about first? Some team are look and them just can't touch. Warren Barrett, the captain come first. Cross. Team a gang up and them a platform rush. Which team reggae boys are gonna about first? Some team a look and them just can't touch. Warren Barrett, the captain come first. Walter away icon. The return a plaster pa make him a rival. For your volley papas of his right credential. Of his right credential, when Paulie move, you wonder if you sick mental. And on a back up, I say, incidental, me some cool, and him heightal, be skillful, and that is natural, none the strong, and that is crucial. Steve Malcolm, they are tackling Linkman, Peter Cargill, him a the veteran, Rudy Slide, so when it's crucial, Tati clean up, so when it's vital, Ian Goodison, him a the hitman, the so well, him a the next one, anyhow. Team a gang up and them a plan bomb rush. Which team reggae boys are gonna rub out first? Some team a look. My name, you remember the goal when me scored 96 November. Feet in the summer chilling a lick on the finger, but Fowlie harsh, just like ginger. One bag of gala reggae boys passenger. But check what day. No one team name Canada. Yo, cross.
People hear that. You know, I'm going to do. You know, one of these days, I'm going to bring on you and because maybe boss him too, you know.
I don't think I'm going to tell the vibes after right. So when in a Bora time, we went to Iran. We don't have Iran for much days. You know, we have a room. Me coach.
Yeah, man, drop a money pull up.
Yeah, me and coach. What name again? I'm forget the coach name, man. Oh, my coach from Nonga.
Duki.
From Nonga. Tio. Me, Duki, Richard Edwards, Jeremy and Taylor, Lovell Palmer. A 3 hours, what a killer them get, you know. 3 hours.
What's
That's Fowlie
in the building.
Kaboom! I don't survive, man. But, you know, even that tune, you know, it was on CD, you know, because Butler carried me at the studio feet, you know.
Which Butler?
Ultiman Butler. Yeah, no, me Ultiman Butler got Sonic Sounds.
What are the sound? No, then you have to go. Listen, people don't want to hear it again.
Yeah, man, Butler cuss me out though, because I saw Ray, but you know the thing, though, man. I just hold energy.
The man said, Daniel Simmons, Patrick Beach coming with the counter action.
Yeah, Patrick Beach, he bad too. I want a 9 player, brother. Come on, Beach, I went them, all right, big him up, you know. Beach, he bad too.
Yeah, the people them said the one, yeah, the reggae boy studio again, man. So you don't know. You have to bust it again.
Yo, cross, hangry. Tell you what, I mean, vulnerable. Yo, some team a gang up, and them a plan bomb rush. Which team reggae boys are gonna rub out first? Some team a look, and them just can't touch. Warren Barry, the captain, come first. Cross. Team a gang up, and them a plan bomb rush. Which team reggae boys are gonna rub out first? Some team a look, and them just can't touch. Warren Barry, the captain, come first. Walter Awi, icon. Meritana plaster pa make him a rival. Fear volley papas as it. Fear volley papas of his right credential. When Paulie move, you wonder if him sick mental. And on the back up as it incidental. Me some cool. And him high tall, baby skillful, and that is natural, none strong, and that is crucial. Steve Malcolm, they are tackling Linkman, Peter Cargill, I him a the veteran, Rudy slide. So when it's crucial, Tati clean up. So when it's vital, he and Goodison, I him a the hitman, him so well, I him a the next one, anyhow. Team a gang up, and them a plan bomb rush. Which team reggae boys are gonna rub out first? Some team a look, and them just can't touch. Warren Barry, the captain, come first. My fans I remember the goal when me score 96 November. Sweet on a sandwich and a lick on a finger, but Fowlie harsh, just like ginger. One bag of gala reggae boys passenger, but check what here. No one team name Canada. Come now.
I might say, you talk for 20 hours, go Malaysia, true?
Richard Edward, me tell you about him, man. Him not control him out, you know. And I saw me grow you, me done. Don't do me that. I saw me grow you. But him a parrot to and they attack, you know. So, I don't really not talk, but we are educator, we are teach. So we learn and we teach.
Yeah, Freddie, I said, no, normally you can't work unless we say so.
So at that time, it was a road manager. I see it, you know, man, everything does come out. So, but where that is concerned in terms of communicating. So me understand something, and me have Edwards as my teammate, but try to make him understand when me understand. So make the team more stronger.
Yeah.
So him know gain all of those things. All that come across first was Desmond Smith. We both were saying, you assess me assess you. So from there, me just keep on doing that. So I assess my players them, who me play with, who me I play against. And then, you know, sometimes I share my assessment to you, a player. Or I think you are the well this on where you need to strengthen, where you can work on. So that is where me and Edwards can develop that bond and that relationship. So it gave him the opportunity to can, you know, do the same now as a coach.
Listen, man, I used to be around the team, you know, so sometimes I know how you guys used to like when them song you put when the song drop, you know, or place mash up, you know, chair and table.
Yeah, man.
Get mash up. Yeah, that
Yeah,
is
man. Some really nice moment, man. So those 4 years, it always, you know, it is like a collection of music or a collection, and we can just go back to one play or, you know. But
yeah.
it was good.
Yeah, man. Owen says, no wonder we qualified. The team was family. And that's it. Because even today, I tell people that even today, like, there's a connection that all of you guys have. Like, I think people don't know. Like, there's a real like, you
Yo,
all.
Manning, a neutral car push it out at 1 or 2 shots of the road and start it down the road, you know. But we have a party, you know, a 15 and we have most of the team are go a party, you know. And we have train in the morning. If we have if we even go party, we have match. We have match Friday. No man can go out from Monday, you know.
Yeah.
No man can go out. Everybody have to come at the house, come look for you. If you want to do something, do it at the house, but you can't go nowhere. You have to come back at a certain time.
Yeah.
So we were more brothers keepers.
Yeah, I mean, and I remember Andy Williams doing his interview, and he said that, listen, because he gave up college to pay for the team, and he says, listen, those years of his life, he wouldn't trade them for anything.
Yeah, man.
You know, that and Bibi said the same thing, you know, being in that house, in that camp, how it really, you know, it really, you know, it made him going to Bolton even easier, just having the
Yeah, man.
experience there. You know, he talked
Definitely.
about even how Pepe used to pick him up from school and those things. You
Definitely.
know, that whole, you know, I
A
mean,
4 or 5 I used to look under. Cause Pepe come pick me up too. It was me, Pepe, and Baby and Chinsu.
right. There were some other, and there were some other guys who were also, I think, who was coming in from the country that was in one of those teams that were in school and they used to get picked up together. Who was it?
Fana.
Fana. Yeah.
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 So, you know, it can't come out of head, man. It dead, man. Members we spend most of the time with our teammates and even at home.
Yeah. And then they said, I mean, Daniel Simit said, I saw a video with Fowlie and Patrick Beach clash in Brazil. At that time, Aaron Lawrence was mixing. It was awesome.
Yeah, man, it's mad, man. Patrick Beach bad kind of a style in there. Swing ding 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 ding. Swing ding ding, swing ding ding. And as I tell you, it was a vibes, man. So energy them nice, man. And Pepe too used to come with him, you right, chicka wow 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 and then Admiral Bailey, cause you know, jungle the fish them in the pond and tree, you know, 3 goat and 2 black ram, acres of cassava. You see me? So you check it out, lad, no way no better than that. So Pepe was more the Uri and the Admiral Bailey because him live right across from
Yeah,
Uri.
from the, yeah. We lived on.
And
Wow.
Admiral was him coach and also, you know, in Paris at some point. So it was mad energy, man. Mad energy. And you have Anthony McCreed who are the singer. Pepe
Oh,
was more the dancer. So you have
oh,
Anthony McCreed who are the singer. When he Bingy, we say, come in, Bingy the singer. And him sing and run in and like the DJ and mad it up, you see me? But
yeah, man, awesome. All right, let me just get a couple of the comments. But somebody was asking earlier about the fight down in Mexico. Like, yeah.
yo, how the fight going on? I'm mad rated, man. With the fight, how it start, you have Warren Barrett never play, Daz never play, um, Peter Cargill never play. So you have about 5 players in the stands who never play. So the game that they are going, the game that they are going, so Steve Malcolm were on our side in the first half. So the fight at the start of the first half and the second half, when Steve Malcolm they on the opposite side, we're in the side now to the stands. So the him and 2 Argentinians are go at it, tackle each other hard, and Simoes are telling me in Spanish say them don't want to mess with the little short man. And the wrong man in our mess with. And thing. So the second half start now, you have Walter, myself, and a couple other person on the bench. Because Walter and the number 3 are run coming up. With the fight, when the fight now, or it started now, Shorty tackle the man chuck him, and then them Corral shot man, about 2 or 3 of them Corral shot man. But here comes Peter Cargill and the Warren Barton them from the stands and the Daz. So they made the fight escalate. You know. So when the fight started now and kind of cool down now, here comes Walter, like Walter say, only for fight I'm there.
I didn't involve.
Yeah, never get involved in time. Because we are come from the bench or come cross. So when Walter came across now, first I was a flying kick, boop, and the fight start back again.
Oh, Walter, why did the flying kick?
Yeah. And Walter first come and stamp the man. And then number 3. And they say Pepe now stamp the man and miss and him get 2 kick and going at the crowd for him pegs.
Oh,
and give the
Pepe
man
get 2
one.
kick.
Yeah, I'm going at the crowd for him pegs. No, me they don't know every time me for fling the spray can move Warren Barrett tell me say don't fling it. So no obedient, no fling it. Mess him know with the stick or the stone and lay me, you know.
No,
But
the man is a mess up, just stand up with the stickers to another, not the man. Not one
no,
swing.
but at the stick and the stone, listen now, man. You don't want to lose that weapon because you're sure that you're gonna lose it at somebody to throw it at you too.
Oh.
So you keep that just in case somebody come, you hit him in the face with a stone or the spray can. Because once you that leave your hand, you know, that somebody got have control of weapon, you know.
Oh,
You
tell me that.
understand?
The man them say, I'll mess him the pan. I say, hey boy, hey,
No, him have the stone for true, and him a hesitate, but they're at a distance. If him throw that stone, him can easily sight it. And them have
okay,
the stone
okay.
now. So it's best to keep the stone just in case them a try if come at him. Him can use it now for defend
The match
himself.
of my brethren still. I trouble the match of my brethren.
Yeah, and at the time we were at a place where it's like you go over D&G.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
So
yeah.
so there's a site of settings like that where them have a beer factory near the field, near the complex, and we were like just like our D&G have a field set up. Only thing we can jump over D&G, over the factory to try to save ourselves. So here come Mr. Anderson, no, Mr. Boxill. So when I run, Mr. Christian Boxill was the manager at the time there.
Yeah, the team manager, right? Yeah.
Good. So we decided so we're not going away. And Nandi at the time when Simo was getting knocked to the ground and Nandi go film like, Jason like a Robocop style, pick him up and have him on his shoulder, But after the fight, Simo was tell us to try show a little pity in terms of show some sad face like what we do sorry. But though that day was the only day someone walk with knife, Cause there was days where we walk with knife. So
We
can you
peel
imagine
orange.
them?
We peel orange.
No, we walk with some bread knife, but on a peel orange,
Bread,
because judges will have knife.
cut bread.
Yeah, but them thing they keep us together. You have a next fight where take place down by Panama.
Oh,
Where this security papa fall in peace, man way.
yeah.
Yeah, so
Fun, man.
and then the next fight now is when Valderrama, when Colombia came to Jamaica to play against us in the National Stadium. When Valderrama and Peter Cargill go at it. But through we on probation, Peter couldn't extend it. Couldn't make it get it escalated. Him have to just punch up or move on,
Yeah. Whoa. Whoa, interesting. Somebody's asking who was it the Jamaica head of delegation that run and hide? Well,
There
everyone
was I'm gonna tell you, say the head of delegation was Christian Boxill.
okay.
He never moved. I think it was what a big man the name again. On a Tate, in fame and Tate look alike. Forgot what his name. But him never run either. Nobody run.
Yeah.
Nobody hide. It's just that most of the time it was Aaron and more Nandi and Pepe and Walter more in and out of the crowd. It and run out, thump and kick and run out and them thing and Cargill them in the crowd at fight. But all of us were there. Never run, never seems as if we were going to drop our arms, but
Yeah.
it kind of give us some form of bonding, but we never bonding at the game. We still end up get 6.
All right, all right. Well, we have got 2 hours solely I do on the Sunday, so I'm going to leave you guys shortly. But I see brain drain again. The Calabar man, he's just I think because you were doing your DJ thing, he posted something about the artists who have come out of Calabar. So I'm trying to find that comment.
That's cartel him attack.
Well, there's more than cartel, because I don't know these things. Where is it? He put up some stuff I hear about all these artists that have come out of Calabar High School.
Oh, Massacre and them, him just post it.
Oh, it just did again?
It come across the screen earlier.
Yeah, it was across this right where he's saying Massacre
and a couple of them.
And Kid. I don't even know them name. All right, yeah, man. But listen, you know that you have someone who want to reach out to you, so you want to drop the number.
Yeah, man. You know the number. You don't know it.
yeah, man.
You can't shot it him, man. You can't give it on him, man.
Yeah, we're going to let you get the number. Oh, hey, Fowlie, you forget I was at Olympic also. You tell Manning's man about the shift, the Brazilian conduct from his half. You fell out, you. You fell out our half.
Me get that T-shirt for that shift there. You know.
No, we have to tell us the story there, man. You have to tell us
No,
the
it
story.
just
Man, she from over fee off. I you drop away.
no. You must say no. I don't know nothing like that really, but it happened where my
Just a mess
slide
up. Mess
before the
up
tackle.
company, you know. Go ahead.
That slide tackle, you know. Me lose my footing before the tackle, but the man still dash me away. But we just get a jersey feet. Coach Simone just hand me a jersey. Say I think I'm here the MVP for the game.
Because of the shift.
Yeah.
I'm on shift.
You know, and I was laughed at, you know, but that is just it.
You remember who shift you?
No, it's a Brazilian, is this club player we play against. I don't know him. You know.
So the worst shift that you ever get? Or the
This
best
was in
shift
a,
that you ever get?
this was in 1995.
Okay. Okay.
This was our first time to Brazil.
Okay. So it is not the worst. That's one of the worst shift you ever get. Or is the
Ah,
best
man,
shift you ever get?
man, no, nobody not give mash up. Walter boy get the wickedest mash up, man. You know, see them there upon training, so you get me.
Oh,
They mash up and do mash up.
oh, the Walter boy want about in training, so they are not on tape.
Yeah, so you just recall the moment and I said, John, you know, Walter boy, forget it, but them man they slippery like okra. And when they stop and go and change a direction and you know, tricky. And they move faster with the ball than when them don't have the ball.
The man said, tell the man them said, tell the man them how Alexis Sanchez sort you out. You know,
So
them, man.
we are play against Chile in the national stadium. So this player get a ball and me I try to double team. But like Alex, see what I go on and see me I come double team.
Hold on, Fowlie. Hold on. Must win Maxwell. So that is the number that you're going to use to reach out to Fowlie. All right.
I know Maxwell alone see it. Everybody see it.
All right. So yeah, man. See Maxwell saying got it. All right, Maxwell. All right. Go ahead. Finish up the story now, Fowlie.
So when him throw the ball over me and him run wide, so me can't get to lick him. Me can't get to rest somebody upon him. So me just hands the ball. And take a yellow card. So it does look like our ear ball him shoot.
No, man. The man pile you, man. The man pile you. You catch the ball with your hand, man.
He don't get it back, so no pile. But this
You
one
get it back and you catch the ball like a goalkeeper.
so that me I tell you, you can't get, but we don't take pile away there, brother. If you know say run wide, him get to a man. So and I national stadium too, you know. So what you don't know a part of the thing, a part of life. You just know say I want them thing them I live up to my name. Fowlie.
Yeah, man. How did you get the name? Let me close with that.
You know, that can't talk on the air. Because me not get the name through football. I get the name from about age 7. So growing up in the community, that is where I get the name. Me never play football while getting the name.
Okay.
Yeah, you get me? So really and truly, can't talk it kind of nothing too personal. A joke thing. So me and my brother, my next door neighbor, David Thomas, named Tikka. So me and Tikka are par. We live side by side. Because I live side of me, my next door neighbor. Lot 150, 149. So there's this hen with a whole heap of chickens. So Tikka take up a stone, me take up a stone. So I say, who can fling and eat the chicken? So me fling and miss, Tikka fling and eat the chicken. But at the time now, me get emotional when the chicken get hit. Take up the chicken and have it in my hand. Here comes a brethren named Stone, Duffus. Fowlie. So Fowlie name and Ray and you know, we start cry as a youth, you know want the name, but it comes stand out, you know. Dominant is it. So
right.
that is how I come by the name Fowlie. It's never nothing out of the way, just that chicken get hit, I get emotional, take up the chicken and you know, feel sorry for the chicken and the chicken, you know. That's how we get the name Fowlie.
Man, see if you stop the chicken argument. Man, see eat the fowl, yeah.
All right. Yeah, man. Hey, sharp man, he's a pressure man, brother. I said they will play ball under pressure. It's so demanding. So that's how me and him run it off. Yeah,
Yeah, man.
we not talk about pressure, we talk about demand and command. So we demand a whole lot for our teammate and we command what we want.
Mm.
So we bring it over in the same way as coach to as well, demand a whole lot from the players, and
That's Richard
expect
Edwards
them.
over there in Canada coaching. Think he's
Yeah,
yeah, doing well. Short man. Yeah, man. Bless up
yeah.
yourself, man. Yeah, man. People.
I'm a partner in crime, man.
No, no, you have to say you can't put in the crime part, man.
Why you have crime now? Because me I said to him, sharp man, when you tackle a player, the whole the whole everybody in the stands see what took place. You don't have to tackle it 2 times. So once you lift your foot, that player go and jump. So you just take the ball and play. So I start play now because him start express himself and I made him knock up some 1-2 against Waterhouse and bust out the net straight down the belly. Be a 1-2. Bust out the whole of stone net. Come beat Waterhouse 3-2 because them do have 2 love. Oh, come beat them back 3-2. Up in a shot, man. Warrior for life, you.
Yeah, man, all right, bless it. But listen, I'm going to give you your final word so you can talk to all the people who are watching. So many past footballers, administrators, fans of yours in the chat. So firstly, I want to thank you for coming on, for taking the time. I know it has been a while because we have been talking for quite a while. I'm glad that it happened. And like I'm saying, this is the first interview for this year. I'm glad that it is with you because I know you take a relationship with God also very serious. So you're raising your son and all of that. I mean, so many good things. I see how you manage your the people there at JC that you work with and also at Harborview. And like I said, had reasons to have given up, but you continue playing, continue believing in the sport, and you have made it. And greater things are still to come. Greater things are yet to be done. You understand? So, yeah, man. So, really want to say a big thank you to you, for coming on, for taking the time out of your Sunday evening from your time with your son to be with us, to share with Jamaica and the rest of the world watching. But go ahead and you can, yeah. Don't know what you want to tell the people.
Well, first, I must say thank you as well, Manning, for invite me on Shore Sports. For sure, you have done
I I
throughout
am
the
sure.
years.
I am sure.
I am
Sport.
Shore Sports.
I
Thank you
you have
for
the
inviting me on I am Shore Sports.
you have the dub for doing.
Yeah, man, I'll do it, I'll fix it up. So first, thank Father God to give me the opportunity to express myself, and thanks for the players then that helped me through the development, playing with me, encouraging me, mentorship, you know, the Butler, them, the Peter Cargill, the late Peter Cargill, the Bradley Stewart, Mr. Virtue, all of my team members from all teams, um, Donovan Muir, Bagger, aka Mr. Dwyer, Jackie Walters, Coach Burtis, Coach Wendell Downswell, Coach Cargill, Coach Donovan Hales, Coach Peter, Coach Tuku, all the coaches that have passed through, Coach Rennie Simons, Coach Bora Metilovic, all of them, Coach Lenny Hyde, Coach, thank you for, imparting a lot of things to me and I can now own, and also to impart to other youngsters and even other teammates or coaches and the people that been supporting Fowlie over the years. I just want to tell you thank you and big up yourself. I've many more years of Fowlie, but at a different stage in life, and just keep supporting. Owen, big up yourself. And Butler, the thing, man, Dean Swell, Reggae Messam, Ricardo Gardner, Stewart, Sharpman, Lovell, Jamel, you name them. Barrington Gainer, R.I.P. Peter Cargill, R.I.P. Luton Shelton, R.I.P. You know, big up the whole Harborview fraternity, JC fraternity, Ballers fraternity. Thank you, Ballers Farm, for giving me the opportunity to start my coaching, Andre Virtue, big up here, that cross. Patience! That's why I'm a link with Virtue. Up top. Yo, Sure Sports. You know the thing go, man. I am sure. I am Sure Sports. Big up,
If it assure you know we not say it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I'm Sure Sports. Up top.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Bless
So thanks everybody. Thanks for watching. Big up yourself. Manning, you know the thing. This is one of your purpose. So let's continue to do what you have to do, and you know, wish you all the best. You hear that? Up
Yeah, man.
top.
Yeah, man. All the best. And listen, thank you so much again. And I always tell people, listen, sometimes until you hear what a person has been through, you don't understand how you can measure their success. And so the measurement of your success is not against what other people accomplish. It's sometimes what you had to overcome to accomplish what you have accomplished. Because some persons reach all the way to a mountaintop, but the challenges took you to the middle. But it doesn't define success. It don't make their success any more meaningful or better than yours. Like I shared today that a man was told to push a stone. And at the end of pushing the stone, he complained and said, I am a failure because I've been pushing the stone for many years and the stone has not moved an inch. And the father said to him, the job wasn't for you to move the stone. That is my job. All I did was ask you to push the stone. You're not a failure. Because while you were pushing the stone, you were developing muscles. You were learning to go against opposition. So sometimes if we need to measure success not by what other people accomplish, but by what we have been given to do. And that's a measure of your success. So I hope to see you even more in football. I hope that going ahead you'll be involved at a greater level nationally in developing the talent here in Jamaica and exporting it all over the world. I mean, all the best to you and your son as well. Listen, stay in good health. And continue to serve God, because brethren, that's the best way. I've chosen that path and it is for me the best of my life. And so I know it will be the best of your life as well. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. All
I
right. So
am Sure Sports. I'm out.
all right, blessings, Sir Fowlie. Yeah, man. So people, there you have it. Donald Fowlie Stewart. What a great conversation. What an interview. And I want to thank every single one of you for staying with us for 2 hours and 18 minutes, for giving us that time out of your Sunday. I appreciate it. And I'm forever grateful. For those of you, for Brain Drain, who gave us 2 super chats, thank you so much. I didn't even know that it was working. So thank you, Brain Drain. For every person who made a comment, asked a question. We may not have responded to all of them, but we appreciate them. Right? We don't pause our videos to encourage you to like, share, or subscribe. But now that we're finished, go ahead, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you have not, and share the content. Tomorrow we have an interview with Christopher Chipper Morgan. That's tomorrow. And it's going to be a fascinating story. We have a big interview on Tuesday. You're going to hear from a footballer that when you hear from him, you're going to realize how the system and the federation can mess up a person's international footballing career. That's on Tuesday. So happy New Year to you. Be safe and check us out tomorrow, 11 a.m. The St. George's man. The St. George's man, Christopher Chipper Morgan, will be on. Also, just want you to know that in this month, we'll be having a new show on the platform hosted by Altimont Butler. It's called the Football Forum with Freddie. And he's going to have some of his guests on. Look out for that. It's going to be awesome. Listen, God bless you. Stay safe. And let's live in love, peace, and unity. All right? Don't worry, Claudia. I told you 3 weeks and 1 week has gone. So 2 weeks to go. All right, so bless you. And before we leave, we want to leave you with a word from our sponsors, Tricknick. Tricknick is a Jamaican-owned and operated company in Canada that uses authentic Jamaican herbs and spices to make all their products. And they're offering 25% discount and everything that they're selling right now. All you have to do is shop at www.tricknick.ca and use the coupon code I am sure sports 001 for you to get that discount. I'm going to leave you with a word from them so you can see a couple of their products.
Picnic Jerk Marinade gives your meats and vegetables authentic Jamaican jerk flavor. The spices are directly from Jamaica. Spices like jerk seasoning, allspice, Scotch bonnet pepper, fresh scallions, thyme, ginger, and garlic. The key ingredients to a great jerk marinade. 0% sugar and low in sodium. You want to try it?
Jamaican herbs and spices add delicious, bold flavor to your next grilling experience. Flavoring sauce, a marinade, basting, condiment, or topping. Trick Nick Jerk Barbecue Sauce.